Are you having issues with torpedo grass? Have you ever even heard of torpedo grass? Well, I've got a product that works great on torpedo grass. I'm going to tell you how to use it. This is torpedo grass. If you've never seen it before, it's got a kind of looks like crabgrass. A lot of people mistake it for crabgrass, but it's very thick. It also kind of looks like St. Augustine grass if it were to spread and thicken up. I've seen some yards where torpedo grass just completely took over, and it actually doesn't look that bad when it takes over an entire yard. It just looks like a thick St. Augustine type grass, but it is a weed, and a weed is defined as whatever you don't want in your lawn. So this is a Bermuda lawn here, and we definitely don't want this torpedo grass taking over. This product is called Drive. This is what I spray on torpedo grass. The active ingredient in Drive is Quinclorac. So you may have used Quinclorac in other products, but this particular product is Drive. This works well on not only torpedo grass, but also crabgrass. So if you have some crabgrass popping up in your yard, use this as well. Now, I just use Drive in a backpack sprayer. I don't tank mix this in a big tank like that. I've found that just mixing Drive in a backpack, a little 3 or 4 gallon backpack, works well. Plus, I don't really have as many weeds to treat with this to make it worth mixing up in a big tank like that. So as far as the type of grasses that you can use Drive on, these are highly tolerant. So Bermuda grass, which is the type of grass that I see all of my torpedo grass growing in. So Bermuda grass, Kentucky bluegrass, buffalo grass, fescue, zoysia grass. So I would not spray this on St. Augustine grass. So Drive, or Quinclorac, it's not really labeled for a lot of weeds, but these are some serious weeds that it does control. Barnyard grass, large crabgrass, smooth crabgrass, foxtail, different types of foxtail, and you see torpedo grass down here at the bottom. So torpedo grass is very hard to kill. A lot of people don't really know what to put on it, but I have found that Drive or Quinclorac works great on it. Now, it is suggested that you mix up some methylated seed oil with Drive to make it a little more effective. So if I were to spray just Drive on torpedo grass or crabgrass, it might ding it a little bit, but it's not gonna damage it. So make sure you mix up some MSO in this as well. And here are some there's actually a few broadleaf weeds that Drive does control as well. So take a look at those. Wild violet, look at that. I didn't know that Drive took care of wild violet. And as far as the mixing rate for spot treating with Drive, here you go. Spray gallon mix. So 1 gallon, it suggests 3 tablespoons of Drive. So if you look a little lower, 1 tablespoon equals a ½ ounce of Drive. So I've found that just mixing 1 ounce per gallon works pretty well, as long as you have some MSO mixed in there with it. Now this suggests 3 tablespoons per 1 gallon, but like I said, I've gotten pretty good results with 1 ounce per gallon with this. So Drive is a great product. I keep at least 1 little jug here on my truck. I don't see torpedo grass in every single yard. I might see torpedo grass in maybe 1 out of every 50 yards, and I'm just estimating. I don't know the exact number, but it's always good to have some type of Quinclorac on your truck, so that way you can be prepared to spray torpedo grass or crabgrass. And we also have some other issues here in this yard. All of these little broadleaf weeds, these are just tree saplings, and these will go away the next time this lawn is mowed. It's been a while since this grass has been cut, so it's pretty tall for Bermuda grass. So these grow in the thatch layer of the lawn, so they don't have a deep root system at all. So these are very easy to kill. If you just come in and mow this down, all of these little broadleaf weeds will die off, they'll go away. And we also have some dollar spot here as well. So these little brown spots that you see, this is dollar spot. I just applied a high nitrogen fertilizer out here, so that should fix that. However, this torpedo grass is gonna stick around for a while. Usually one treatment does not get rid of this. So I'm gonna have to follow up with this in a couple of weeks and hit it again. Sometimes 3 treatments is what it takes to get rid of torpedo grass.